Arefoni eti for a science of Makwaba at the bar Akroma TV. So now fast forward in Bura and Simimani Burum. Oh, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and so Nakachi now him say a president. Edi amo man kana watu eduma pa na na adoda kokufadu ede eye no so na chese njum kese ababonti ono so be campaign bitu maka se campaign nduma ababonti ne se we ne se ka kire njum ni mu no na chese ways bit is a visionary leader you yusu mu industrious man na chese digital and doctor in economics ni na no wo njum ni mu ameso me de ebem timi se be kwanu man enko na enko na enko tie njum a chese yo metwa ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne ba bidi enko.
He's a visionary man, industrious man, digital doctor in economics. Hey, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, obey to my greater to the promised land. Gentleman, young gentleman, what you do? Can I pay your money? It's a the crowd, I won't be able to. Oh, we are the crowd, I won't be able to. He's coming. We are the crowd, I won't be able to. We are the crowd, I won't be able to.
Eno ene njuma ekoso ewo mangani mani nani Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne campaign no mababontia abayiwa so no so ere react to san njum na mesume de abrem na ye fie san sem ni mu a ni ye ko e kofi bentel ono so na ka kire ono so ye pay kese pa wo mangani mu no wakasa kakra na sem o ken na ene se na na da kokufadu ni MPP fo na ye den edi Ghana fo hwambo dia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nko ade anya ade ono be de obedi Ghana fo hwambo nti yenko na put in some kofi bentel so ne sem ono so da to da Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia also
was angrily walking into what is perhaps a mistake. And these are my views. This is not Imani's views. When I sleep, I think about it. I look at what I look at. I read what I read.
Walking into a mistake that will be voting John Mahama back.
Yes. And I have a lot of personal respect for President John Mahama. He's one of the men who has served this country almost all his adult life. From local politician to deputy minister to vice president to president, and I believe an elderly and respectable statesman. In fact, in this write-up, I said, we are blessed as a country that we don't have to fight to determine who will lead us. But we have two fine gentlemen, President John Mahama and Vice President Bawumia, who we have to pick from. The other side of that is that we have been dealt that hand. We didn't have a choice in it. It was NDC and NPP. Of all the people in NDC, they picked John Mahama. It is their prerogative. And then MPP picks Bawumia. It is their prerogative. We, the people of Ghana, have been dealt this hand. You can like it or not. I think one of the two will be president. So we have to contend with the fact of who will it be. Sitting and reflecting on these choices. And Samson, somebody called me. And I've received a lot of calls. Somebody very senior called me and said, why are you doing this? I said, you know what? What is your problem with me doing this?
You're a bigger influencer.
Well, that's one of the problems. We'll come to that. But then I said, okay. He says he's angry that this has gone on. And I was so why? I said, okay, I know you're angry. I must be angrier than you. I was on the streets demonstrating. I must be angrier than you. I spoke. I was effective in mobilizing for this government to come into power. I must be angrier than you. I have been more critical of this government than you. Myself and my brothers in Imani, Prof. Bob King, Theo, no one in this country has been more critical, whether a Japa or E-Levy, than anyone. We've taken personal risks. I must be angrier than you, and I'm angry.
So we give you that. So see, is that not the contradiction?
But that's the point. There are no brain cells in your heart. Your emotions can't think well. The thinking has to happen in your head. So regardless of my anger, and you've seen it in all my advocacy and what we've done, I had to reflect and say, I am angry, and that is pushing me to vote President John Mahama back into government. Then I look at the options, and I'm like, every measure you come up with against Vice President Bawumia, President Mahama also fails on it. He has been a president. He has been a vice president. And the track record is there. Whether it's corruption, whether it's transformational leadership, whatever it is. And when I looked at all of that, I came to the conclusion that we are better off picking Vice President Bawumia and giving him a chance. At the least, we should give him a fair hearing. Let us hear the man and listen to what he has for this country. Now, all of that together forced me to have to make that endorsement. Not to his person, but in the calculation that it is better for this country, even if you are going to make a mistake going forward.
Yes, and no, any summer coffee bento and so that to be also what TB. Now, some okay now, and say na na do that coffee for do aban and say the new patriotic party aban it the Ghana phone number dia. More money the for pressure and control aban from John Dramani Mahama. Munano and a phone in mutim boom. Ramon Taban and from Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Ghana, vice president back to know to me be your man Ghana, so Ghana, and to me including in if you are sending Musane to see Pin away. Former President John Dramani Mahama Kachi, among for say John Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a campaign born in the same so say budget I can see obeying. I say John Dramani Mahama dear. In some more king nano confirm video about Bonte or TikTok I'm made some Tienko, then could be the 19 some John Dramani Mahama so a check Ghana for.
Demand for confirm it had become a delicacy. Oko baby ya totom confirm na the pair no more the Arabia and Guinness near the other. Na and confirm 1 million ego ho. What I say? Okay. And confirm the almost seasonal almost migrating and confirm number 2. Now rainy season on the samba. Until this time of the year, no almost migrating to Burkina Faso. And no one don't know.
Demand. I know any summer episode or my Ghana was what your former president John Dramani Mahama no so confirm some on so can no dey or that so can me the abremitino we dey some me woman yen ko back na yen ko hwe videos am din ka boss na no and it say no be trama John Dramani Mahama confirmation no nsem it is John Dramani Mahama so and then nsem yen ko na ko ti ndwum na embrace ya.
He's a visionary man, industrious man, digital, doctor in economics. Hey, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, obey to my data to the promised land. Gentleman, young Prince, what you do? Can I pay your mama? It's a the crowd, I won't be able to. Oh, we are the crowd, I won't be able to. He's coming. We are the crowd, I won't be able to. We are the crowd, I won't be able
Eno ene nsema ekoso o man Ghana ameso di abrema ha na America sebo in the base America sebo e ebro medin e di obin Gabriel Sechi makram.